Hello friends, how are you? In this video, I am going to explain the section 5 of Special Economic Zone Act 2005. Section 5 deals with the guidelines for notifying special economic zone. In other words, the question may be termed as what are the things or objectives that should be kept in mind while notifying, or it may be written as while establishing, or it may be written as while approving any SEZ. In other terms, it may be termed as what are the objectives of SEZ policy. As we know, SEZ is a export promotion scheme, and another question may be framed as what are the objectives of export promotion schemes. So we will see the major points. First point is generation of additional economic activity. As we know, SEZ is a export promotion scheme. Any export or and any activity which is boosting our trade, the main purpose is to increase the economic activity, whether it be the foreign currency, whether it be the domestic investment, but basically they are used for the additional economic activity so that more employment is provided to the people of our country. Second point is promotion of export of goods and services. uh, SEZ is a export promotion scheme, so the main purpose of export promotion scheme would be the export of services. As we know, the India has developed drastically into service sector. So basically when we will so basic purpose when we will export any goods or services, it will result in the foreign exchange earnings. So there is another section which is deals with the section net foreign exchange earning of SEZ. Major another purpose of special economic zone is to promote the export of goods and services. Third point is promotion of investment from direct domestic and foreign sources. Um, we know that special economic zones are gifted with various attractive features like duty free imports, duty free income tax exemptions, and so that the investors are attracted towards them and invest in these things. So main purpose of establishing any special economic zone and giving so much benefits in terms of taxes and customs, which includes income tax, custom benefits, is the promotion of investment so that domestic and foreign investors gets lured in these benefits and invest in the area notified for special economic zone. Fourth one is the creation of employment opportunities. When an approval for SEZ is placed before the government, while recommending any place as a special economic zone, thinks about that the employment in that region increases, and work when a SEZ is being established, work power would be needed to infrastructure would be developed in that area, economic activities would be increased, so indirectly the employment opportunities will increase that in area. Fifth is the development of infrastructure facilities. Wherever an SEZ will be established, definitely the infrastructure would be developed in that area to provide the logistic services, trading services, road development, and things. These thing is kept in mind while establishing any area as an special economic zone. Sixth one is maintenance of sovereignty and integrity of India. the security of the state and friendly relation with the foreign states. This is the point where you can quote in majority of the schemes. The first and foremost criteria of giving approval to any scheme that is run by the government is the maintenance of sovereignty and integrity of India, the security of the state. The constitution of the India provides for the sovereignty and integrity of India in any case, any scheme, whether how much profitable it may be, but if it hinders with the national security, it is not approved. So this point you can quote in every scheme: maintenance of sovereignty and integrity of India, the security of the state, and the friendly relation with the foreign states. Uh, by any scheme, our relationship with the foreign state should not hampered. It is very important. Thank you, friends, and have a nice day. Hope this will help you.